it's Yolanda on your screen again. I know you're probably sick of me, but we've got another day to discuss about the encounters with the intellect. And I have Prince today, and he's just going to give us an overview of what he's learned. You know the drill by now. But just to give you some context, on Sunday we touched on a topic, just a very small area in the sermon where it was mentioned that when you come to Jesus, you need to learn the art of letting go. So you can't come to Jesus with any religious backgrounds that you've previously learned and then think that you can now top it up with what you're learning from Jesus. You can't come to church with that perception to say that, oh my gosh, you need to be perfect, and then put a top up on what you learned from Jesus. The art of letting go is literally putting everything you've learned at the back burner and then topping everything up with Jesus now after you've dashed everything, basically. So I'm just going to ask Prince a question, is there anything that you've personally had to let go, or how do you relate to the art of letting go? Just give us your views on that.
It was interesting, really, because for me, I grew up in a Christian family. So growing up in a Christian family, I used to go to church, but just mainly just because I had to.
Yeah, ticking boxes.
So to me, I always tell myself this: since I'm surrounded by Christian people, I'll be safe too.
Yeah.
And as I grew up and came to Bolton uni, I used to party and everything. Yeah, and invited to church. And as time went on, it was I realized my life started to change. But letting go of that, having to humble myself and stuff, get born again, it was a struggle. And as time went on, I realized if I really want to improve myself, get the relationship with JC and everything, I need to let go of all this stuff and leave everything in his hands. Yeah.
How have you found that process? Because we know you knew now you needed to let go, but your true feeling of just letting go, what is that like?
I mean, the main thing was watching other people. Because for me personally, I'll be there I'll think of it one day, I'm gonna stop doing this, but next day I'm doing it.
Oh my day.
Yeah. So because of that, but then when you start speaking to people, and sometimes Pastor T, when he tells us about his past, what he used to do, that was exactly the same things I used to do also. So approaching him and other people asking, okay, how did you let go? How did you manage to stop all that and be born again? Kind of gave me a foundation and things to work on.
Oh yeah. That's
in order for me to get to the same stage as that now. Doing good. Yeah.
See, the thing with what Prince has said, is that he actively went out to do the research on how to let go, because people think oh, I'm coming to God now, everything has to let go from the first sermon. Praise Jesus. My friend, it's the biggest war you'll ever have with yourself, because you continually have to die to self. You have to let go. But what he did, which is very good, is that he actively said, okay, I don't know how to do this. Let me get steps on how to do this, which is a very important thing. As a Christian, you need to also actively engage yourself in growing, because you can't just sit there and then think God is gonna do everything for you. That's not how it works. You have to actively work on letting it go, and that's how God will do things for you. But guys, thank you so much, Prince. You just kind of reminded me of something as well. But thanks guys. Just catch us tomorrow morning and we'll have another conversation with you. Hope you learned something. Bye.